Yo, what's up guys, it's Mac from the Rockets Game Corner, and it is that time of year again, that beautiful time where dreams are still dreams and reality has not given us a check yet, if you will. It is week 1 in the Indigo League of Legends, and I am so happy to be bringing you guys a week 1 team analysis video for you guys. We are going up against the person that we played in the championship last year, Master Roshi, and the Aston Villampharos. There you go, sorry, I said the name wrong. I'm really looking forward to this game. It is a rematch of the championship, as I just said, and he's always really fun to battle. I have to think so hard. I have to team plan so hard. I have to, just like everything in order to beat him. Man, you gotta go all out, and hopefully, I think we did that this time. Hopefully, I think we were able to do that. But I'm just gonna jump right into this. Looking at his team, 1 second. I gotta go over to this little tab so I can tell you what his team is. His team is, hopefully this isn't showing up in the recording, but his team is, where's Roshi? I'm sorry, this is really unprofessional. His team is Clefable, Scizor, Rotom Wash, Mamoswine, Blastoise, Salamence, Chansey, Darmanitan, Spiritomb, Druddigon, Xatu, Lopunny, and that's it. So he has a very good team. I believe he dropped Xatu for Virizion though. So instead of Xatu, we have Virizion in that slot. So just so I know that in the future, he made that free agency move. Those are very different Pokemon. I did kind of plan actually for the Xatu, so I don't know if I'll change any of these things, but I think I'll probably keep it the same. We'll start off with Caddyshack. I'll go over my team right now and what they're kind of for on his team. And then we'll backtrack and try to figure out what our checks for everything on his team are, like we usually do. So we are going to start off with Caddyshack, the Excadrill. He has Expert Belt, Mold Breaker, Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Iron Head, Earthquake, 108 attack, max HP, and then 128 Spadef, and 20 speed. So the 20 speed was to outspeed something if it's sped crept. I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly right now, but there was one mon in particular on his team that if it sped crept, I didn't want it to outspeed Caddyshack. I didn't. It also helps if he's trying to speed creep with, like, I don't know, Clefable maybe for some reason. So he can like hit me with 2 Fire Blasts, like a Fire Blast on my switch into Excadrill and then another Fire Blast. Then I outspeed the speed creep. I'm speed creeping the speed creep, so we'll win that trade. I have I have Stealth Rock and Mold Breaker because I thought he was going to bring the Xatu, and if I have Stealth Rock and Mold Breaker, I can go through the Magic Bounce and still get up my Stealth Rocks. Hazards versus his team are very, very crucial. He does have a Clefable that could have Magic Guard, but I feel like he'd bring Unaware due to the fact that I have a nice and sexy Mega Altaria that could just Dragon Dance all over his face. He kind of has a check to it if he wants to bring Banded Scissor, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm also not going to be bringing that this week. As you see, I have the Pokemon on the top of what I'm going to be bringing. But yeah, I have exactly 108, and I have E-Belt because that means that Iron Head will be able to one-shot the Clefable if it's max defense, and Earthquake will be able to one-shot the Rotom Wash if it's max defense. So that's why I have Expert Belt in those. It is a more bulky variant. I meant to be able to take things, but also be able to one-shot the things I really want to one-shot, and that's basically just the Rotom Wash and the Clefable. So that's what this thing is there to check for. It's mainly to check the Clefable and to get up hazards and to be able to spin hazards away. But I think Caddyshack will do very well in his week 1 appearance. So the next Pokemon we have is Keldeo, and it's Pony as always. Leftovers this time with Scald, HP Fire, Secret Sword, and Calm Mind. So I brought Calm Mind Leftovers this week because I wanted to bring bulky Keldeo, because last time I brought just all out attacking Keldeo versus him, and I feel like he has switch-ins for it, but it'll be the Rotom Wash most of the time will be his switch into a Keldeo, and if I can get up a Calm Mind, then he 3 KOs me with Thunderbolt after 1 Calm Mind if I'm max HP. So that's why we are bringing this. Is I feel like I'll have a lot of opportunities to be able to set up some Calm Minds. I can also set up a Calm Mind on the free switch out once he finds out that I've got Hidden Power Fire versus the Scizor. Also, as I've said in the draft analysis video, Keldeo's kind of bulky anyway. It's got 91 HP, 90 defense, 90 special defense. So it actually is kind of bulky anyway, and adding the 252 in HP makes this thing kind of fat. And then 129 modest for special attack is gonna do so much damage to everything. So I can't really touch the Clefable, but if it's unaware, or I mean if it's Magic Guard and I get up a Calm Mind, then I am able to be 3 KO'd by the Moonblast as well, and I kill him first with Scald. So especially if he brings max defense, which I assume he will, then it's an easy 2 KO on the Clefable with Scald at +1. So I just have a couple opportunities where Keldeo is going to be able to get some Calm Minds up, and honestly I think sweeping with Keldeo will be one of my win cons in this game, depending on the team that he brings. I think that Keldeo is going to put in a ton of work. Yeah. I wish I could have brought the Ice move because it would have helped versus the Mence, but I think scaring the, I think fearing the Scald, he won't be switching into Mence on this thing that much anyway, because if he's like physical, he doesn't want to take that, and I mean, he probably thinks I'm bringing the Ice move as well, so we'll see. I can't really touch Mence, but he doesn't know that, so. Next I have Yogi Feral, the Ursaring, and I really like this Pokemon this week actually, because if I bring exactly 88 speed as I did, I can outspeed the likes of Clefable if it doesn't speed creep. I can outspeed, there was one other Pokemon. I'm gonna try to go back and look at this. There's one other specific Pokemon that I wanted to be able to outspeed. I know I can outspeed Clefable and I can one-shot it with Gunk Shot, so that's like one of the coolest things ever. I also outspeed Scizor and I can kill it with a Fire Punch, especially if I get my Toxic Orb up. I have the chance of outspeeding non-scarfed Mence, and I can hit it with a Play Rough and do a lot of damage if I'm not taking the Intimidate. It's a very good revenge killer, especially if the Mence had to come in on rocks and it's already at 75%. I feel like if I'm able to get the Toxic Orb off and I'm able to get Quick Feet up, I can outspeed a lot of things. Facade does just a ton of damage to Rotom Wash. That's probably what I'll be hitting Rotom Wash with, is the Facade. It's an easy 2 KO, and I'm able to hit a lot of things on his team. The Chansey kind of gets destroyed by Ursaring. The Darmanitan will outspeed me, but I don't believe it can. I mean, even if it does, wait. I don't think it was Ursaring that I did the calc for. I did a calc for something where Darmanitan couldn't kill me. I'm able to hit the Dredigan with a Play Rough, able to hit the Lopunny with a Play Rough, and I think, I don't know, I probably don't outspeed it after Quick Feet boost with only 88 speed investment. But you know what? It's okay. We still, as I said, we do a lot of damage to a lot of things on his team, so we'll outspeed the Mamoswine if it's not scarfed and stuff like that. So I think that Ursaring will do a lot of work this week. It's another thing that can one-shot Scizor and another thing that can one-shot the Clefable. So that's like the main thing, is that they're able to hit the two things that I'm going to be having the hardest time killing, and Ursaring will be able to hit them pretty hard. So next Pokemon is we have the Lorax, which is Trevenant. And the Lorax is awesome. I love this set. Citrus Berry Harvest with Leech Seed, Poison Jab, Horn Leech, and Protect. I mean, as you guys saw with that 110 attack stat, it's a wall that can actually pack a punch. So if I do get forced to have the Leech Seed things and Poison Jab things, I do expect him to be Magic Guard to kind of counter the Trevenant. So I brought the Poison Jab so that I can predict the switch and then hit him with a Poison Jab. It's a 3 KO, but it will do a good chunk of damage and force him to Moonlight the next turn, so that he won't really be safe, because the rest of his team kind of dies to Leech Seed. So I feel like he kind of has to bring it, kind of has to bring Magic Guard, which I guess I could have done that to bring Altaria, because then he's forced to not have a check for one-step Dragon Dance 1,000 times. But oh well, it is what it is. So we have Horn Leech, Protect, Poison Jab, and Leech Seed, and pretty much the basic EVs and everything. Then we have Peekaboo, the Azumarill, and Peekaboo the Azumarill is going to be Assault Vest this week. It has Play Rough, Aqua Jet, Knockoff, and Waterfall. Aqua Jet's going to be really clutch because it pretty much just bodies Darmanitan, and that's going to be something that's going to be very clutch, because we don't really have a check to Darmanitan on our team. We kind of have to switch into Cragly and let it do Rocky Helmet and recoil down really far, and then revenge kill it at some point, or hazard stag enough where we can just kill it with an Aqua Jet. If he brings Darmanitan, hopefully he doesn't, but I'm kind of banking on him not. The problem with this, I mean, it's not really a problem, but the thing with this year's format in the I.L.L. is every team has so many threats on their team that you kind of have to just bank on them not bringing one Pokemon and just hope that it doesn't happen. So this week I'm hoping on Darmanitan, but we also have Play Rough, which hits the Salamence. If he is a special Mence, he's not able to drop any Dracos on our team because we have Assault Vest Azumarill. He can't really do anything to us, really. I don't think. I mean, he brings like HP, like Electric or something. That still does like nothing. We're Assault Vest, so and then we have Knockoff, so that we can knock off presumably the Scizor or the Rotom Wash's items, because those will be the main switch-ins to Azumarill on his team. And then Waterfall just is massive damage. Huge power Waterfall is pretty good. It's pretty good. And we have Cragly, last but not least, Cragly, the Skarmory with Rocky Helmet Sturdy. We have Roost, Whirlwind, Spikes, and Iron Head. This thing is going to be our main check for the Mamoswine, for the Lopunny. Lopunny literally cannot touch us if we're max defense. Like, it's so rough for Mega Lopunny. Like, Mega Lopunny can go for Mega Lopunny can go for Drain Punch, which will do like 20%, 25%, and it can heal back like 10 or 15, which is going to be more than the Rocky Helmet. Or something like that. Maybe it does 30 and it heals back like 15 or 20. I don't know, something like that. But it's able to heal back more than the Rocky Helmet is going to be doing. However, we have Iron Head and we have Whirlwind and we have Roost. Like, we're just able to Roost and make him, if he's not Drain Punching, we can Roost forever and make him just continuously hit himself with the Rocky Helmet. Or we can just go for Iron Head, and then Iron Head can do a solid like 33%. So I'm pretty happy with just about everything on the Skarmory. I'm pretty happy with how it's going to be able to handle his physically offensive mons this week. The only thing that we have on his team that's really a threat, like looking at his team, things that can really give us a lot of problems if you were to bring it against this team. I mean, Druddigan with Rough Skin Rocky Helmet can be a problem because we don't have the Ice move on the Keldeo. Everything that we have to kill it really kind of touches it. Unless Caddyshack's Earthquake is going to take it out, which if it's max defense, Caddyshack's Earthquake will do like max like 30%. So Darmanitan's going to be a big problem, and I think that's it actually. Looking at his team, pretty much just the Darmanitan and then like Rough Skin Rocky Helmet Druddigan. Those are the only things we don't have true checks for. But besides that, I think we're going to be good. I think if he doesn't bring both of those, if he brings both of those, the game could get kind of rough. And if he plays his Darmanitan really well, we will lose. If he plays that thing, I feel like he's going to have to U-turn a lot though, because he wants to keep it alive. He knows like how much damage it does to our team. So I feel like he'll have to U-turn a lot, and we'll predict that accordingly. But we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching my team analysis for week 1 of the Indigo League of Legends. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and I will see you guys on Monday or Sunday, maybe Sunday, for week 1 of the Indigo League of Legends. Goodbye.